And then I can set go live.
So does it show like a preview to you there?
Yep. I see a preview.
You see us on there?
Yeah. I see the two of us side by side.
That's perfect. So what I'm going to do then, I'll start out with our little fade in thing. You know, we'll say 1, 2, 3, go or whatever, and then
okay.
When we're ready.
Visibility public. Done. Save.
Oh, I did want you to show.
We might be live already. Yeah,
is
we're
it
live?
We're live.
We're live.
We're live. Oh, here. Okay, I'm gonna start our thing properly then.
Wow, you got all kinds of things. YouTube, you can go back and trim the in and out. So
this is good.
We got 2 viewers out there. Hello, viewers.
Fantastic. Well, I want to welcome everybody to start with here. I realize that we're on the Do channel, but we're also a crossover between Do and the Mandarian Orange Show. I'm Phil, the Mandarian Orange Show, and you are?
I'm Dave from Dystopian Electronics Workshop.
This is our crossover live event here. This is part of the 30-day live stream challenge for the Mandarian Orange Show and part of the amazing Dystopian Electronics Workshop universe.
Yeah, so I've been watching some of the 30-day live stream challenge. I actually had some questions for you.
Oh, let's hear them.
Okay, so Kingdom 1980s.
Yes.
I saw that is it a 1-player game or is it a 2-player game?
It is 1 player at the moment. I wouldn't be surprised if they do an update to it or something, you know, because the original Kingdom came out and then they did Kingdom 2 Crowns.
Right.
So, but
I have to pull you up here so I'm looking at you in the right place.
It's phenomenal though. Really, really fun.
Is it different enough? Because I have played 2 Crowns like
thoroughly. Yes. I mean, it feels very familiar. I mean, obviously the theme is very different, but there's enough different stuff. And I've only played it for like a couple hours. And you know how Kingdom is, how there's just so many things that come up, you know, but yeah, I mean, there's different, you have like your companions that ride along with you and they actively attack guys for you. They have, I don't know, there's different stuff you can build. Like there's the dumpster you can push around and use as a shield and like move it and you have like an active shield to pull around with you and stuff.
Oh, yeah, there's new stuff.
So there's definitely new stuff. Not to mention cutscenes and story and stuff like that, you know.
Well, in that case, I will definitely. It's available on my Android phone, so
nice.
I got lots of credit to spend there.
It is a lot of fun. I definitely recommend it. Nice. Any other live stream questions? You said questions.
Oh, I'm trying to think what other questions I had. I guess I'll have to come back around to that.
All right, we'll come back around. One thing I did want to address real quick up front is I just trimmed my beard today, and the lighting in here makes it look like I have sort of like the Amish style beard with no mustache, but there is a mustache there. It's just the lighting. So
I got a pretty good mustache from over here. It's definitely visible on the stream.
Okay, that's
good. I just shaved my whole head. I have a big old crazy wizard beard.
We had some dramatic beard cuttings on both ends this week, so it's good.
I'm slightly less crazy, Dave, with this hair.
Well, okay, so a couple things that I wanted to do on this live stream here. First of all, we're going to look through and do some Dystopian Electronics Workshop stuff on your end, which we'll do. I also have a quiz. I've been really excited about these recently from our great book of world facts, lists, and puzzles. I can read upside down. And it's one for you. I'm going to quiz you. and you can do it while you're looking at stuff or whatever. But I have one that's sort of specific for you.
Okay.
So.
And what year is this published?
2002. That's the fun part of it. So all the things you have to answer are current.
Okay.
Although
I was actually quite old in 2002. So
you were. The one that I have in particular picked out for you is a little bit more timeless, though. Although I could let you choose. I could let you choose the two different ones.
Sounds great.
Oh
man.
What should we start with? You want
on my end?
You what?
Let's take a look. I actually, when I was out visiting your area, you gave me a bag of some electronics.
Yes.
And I have those right here.
Nice.
I thought we'd take a look at what we have. I'll pull them out kind of one at a time. We'll talk about what we found here. So we'll start off. We got a cable. Still got the foam on it.
Yep.
This is a DVI cable. See, I'm going to throw this up. I'm going to go to split screen here so you got it.
Yeah, give us our zoom in there.
DVI cable. Pop the cap off of that. If you look, can you see that? How there's just one horizontal there and there's not 4 little pins around it?
No.
Got 2 banks and 9 pins.
I'm not seeing a second camera on the zoom.
Oh, hold on. Let me get that second camera up there for you.
I don't know.
Oh,
there we go. There we go.
All right. In fact, I'm going to go a step further and just go all the way in on the camera. There you go.
Yeah. Now, this is like an old computer thing, right?
So this is actually, even on modern computers, you'll get this on the back of a modern, but there's pins in the middle usually here and pins up and above and below that, which means that this is a DVI cable. So it's a digital only cable. It's actually something that I use in my current professional life.
Oh.
That could possibly be a useful cable. I'll actually take that in my travel kit.
So why do I have that?
Probably came with one of your computers. It hooks up between your computer and a monitor.
Okay.
In fact, if you're on one of your older Macs, it's on the side of it. That's the main output on older Macs.
Okay.
I believe you have a newer iMac now, though, that's probably USB-C.
Yeah, I don't even think it has anything. I mean, you have to look for it. It's all like smooth on the outside.
All right. Well, in the theme of old video cables.
What else?
Let's see what we have here. All right. This is a VGA cable, a DB15.
Okay.
It's an analog video. Let's see. Just in case you're not sure, right here on the cable, it says computer. That's important because it's for a computer, just in case you weren't sure.
Yeah, well, that is good to know.
So that's an older cable. I don't use those very much, but it does have a lot of wires. It's got 15 separate wires in it, so it could be useful for wiring something up. Actually, you can't quite see it on the camera right now. But that monitor behind me has VGA inputs on it, so
there you go.
We could use that there.
This is all rescued, by the way, out of a box and boxes in the garage from various places. So you are rescuing this from the garbage.
Speaking of old computers, this here, let's see if we can get a good shot on. There you go. This is a LightScribe HP CDR 52X recordable CD. It'll hold 700 megabytes of data or 80 megabytes or 80 minutes of music. That,
and you can print on it, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. This I'm gonna go ahead. This is still sealed.
Yeah.
You got this. I know when you got this because we got the same computer.
Yeah.
The CD burner actually had a function where on the back, if you flip the CD over, LightScribe. I forgot about that.
Yeah. I think I used it one time.
So there you go. The back of it is actually like a printer receipt kind of thing. And when you hit it with the laser from the CD burner, you can burn an image onto it.
That's right.
I do not think I have a Light Scribe burner anymore. I'll have to take a look. I did just find a CD drive to go in my Dell laptop, my old Dell laptop recently.
Oh, that's good. We
All
have
right.
just like a USB. That's what I use for data discs and such.
This here looks like it is a, let's see. We'll zoom in so you can enjoy this with me.
Oh, yes. Let's see.
This is a 4-pin telephone cable. Also known, I can't remember what the RJ is for. Somebody out there knows. Go ahead and post it in the comments. Okay, there you go. So it has 2 wall and line in. So this is definitely designed to use on a telephone.
Okay.
One of the projects we're looking at doing here at Do in the future is actually making our own like independent telephone system separate from the grid.
Whoa, that'd be cool.
That I got some cool old phones to hook into that. Speaking of the late 90s, early
this would be
80s.
useful for that then.
It could be useful for that.
Okay.
Right.
Real quick, we do have a comment in here. Janelle says excited to watch. But
welcome, Janelle.
My Vacation Pants, who I think we may be looking at 2 different people here. One of them is probably my children separately. So just FYI, I think that's Janelle.
Okay.
My Vacation Pants says that it's on the back of the Mac, the outlet thing. That's why I'm not seeing it here.
And it looks like we. Oh, okay. Yes. Looks like we got a handful more viewers there too. So if you're out there watching, go ahead and leave a comment, and we'll respond to it. Hopefully, hilariously.
That is the goal.
All right. Next up, we have some earbuds. These are Avis earbuds, and I'm guessing you got these on an American Airlines flight.
Very, very possibly, yeah.
Because I have picked up quite a few of these on American Airlines flights. I'm not going to check them to see if they work right now, but
they very likely don't, but
that's okay. It does have a 3-pin 1/8-inch jack, which isn't a lot of the electronics we're playing with. Oh boy. All right. Next up here, let's take a look at this connector.
Yeah, this one's interesting.
Okay, this guy actually, it's a very funky connector. Let's see if I can get that. This is an AV out cable for an old Mac computer. And it's got a composite and an S-video output. And these are actually kind of rare.
Are they really?
Yeah. There's not a lot of people wanted to buy these back in the day.
Yeah.
So I have to look and see. There's some collectors that run old Macs that want this kind of connector.
Well, there you go.
Or maybe we should pop it open and see the electronics inside.
Well, if it's valuable and you can make use of it, you should do that, I guess.
We should. Yeah, I guess so.
It's from a very old Mac. I think that was Janelle's laptop in like 2004 probably. So, you know.
Looks like we got a comment there. Mimi Kins says hello. Hello, Mimi Kins. Welcome to Dystopian Electronics Workshop. And that's you.
Oh, let's see. We got
Mandarian Orange Show. Oh, you got those from business class on a trip to Puerto Rico, according to my vacation pants.
Yes. Okay, I remember that. That was exciting. Oh, and it also says that the MacBook was from 2006. I was off a couple years there, but still old.
All right, we got a couple more things here.
All right, what else we got?
A pair of RCA cables that's cut off on one end.
Yep.
And actually use these a lot on speakers, on amplifiers, that kind of thing.
That's definitely what that was being used for.
Let's see. We'll zoom in on this. This guy, top guy is labeled audio. Bottom one is labeled video. Then over here, actually, they're identical on this end, so I have to trace down which wire was which. But The copper inside doesn't care if it's audio or video. It doesn't know the difference.
Do you remember what I used those for?
That with our Mac output.
Oh.
What we use these for specifically?
Yes.
No.
So if I remember correctly, this is from like my college dorm room. So this will date it a little bit. And I had like my little, I think it's like a little PV amplifier. Remember that old amplifier I had?
Oh, yeah.
And I had like my little speakers set up in the room, in our dorm room. And I had my TV and VCR set up there. And I went out the back of the TV, but it just had like, was it out of the TV? I might be mixing it up, but one way or another, right? Did it have the wire outs on the TV? That can't be right. Maybe that's how I went out of the stereo into it. Yeah, that's what it was.
The time that's out of the stereo into the speakers.
That's what it was. It was for my stereo for the CD player and whatnot. But I also had my TV hooked up into there.
Your stereo that you had in your dorm room, like my stereo right here.
Yeah. Well, mine's in the living room now, so you know.
I got the record player and the changer down there.
Still works. Why not?
That's right. Oh, okay. So we got 3 more items here. Well, 4 more items, but 2 of them I'm going to do as a pair.
Okay.
So this guy here, this is also from your Media Center P.
Oh, yeah. Uh-oh. You're freezing a bit there.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not moving much.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
This is a tip sleeve going to a infrared LED transmitter. This is to hook up into a computer or other device and hook that onto your whatever electronics, your VCR or CD changer, and that'll let you remote control it.
Huh.
So,
is that useful? Like, what could you repurpose that for now?
Well, lots of things. I mean, this is it's got a little infrared light on it. So if you had something that would pick up infrared, you could use it to signal. Or, it's a good long piece of cable as well. So
nice.
You can hook up that sensor any way you want.
That's cool.
Okay. Next, we have a Garmin eTrex 12-channel GPS and the interface cable for it. Which is kind of impressive.
Yeah.
If it's the interface cable for this, I didn't actually look to see.
I mean, I would assume so.
This out today. Let's take a look and see. I'm going to zoom in on this. This would be a good warning. If you're storing electronics long term, take the alkaline batteries out.
Did they leak there?
That's all that, not acid. All the electrolyte from the inside leaked out in there.
That's good.
Okay. You can clean that up. This guy takes 2 AA batteries, Duracell Pro cells. Now, I actually had the same eTrex.
Yeah.
And when I lived in a bad part of town, it got stolen out of my car.
Oh, really?
Fortunately, I left my door unlocked, so they just opened the door, stole my bag, and then closed it again, which I guess was kind of nice of them.
Yeah. Polite thieves.
Oh, here you go. There's where that COM cable will hook up. This is a DB9 cable. It's got 9 pins. Same shape as that DB15, the VGA.
Yeah.
But that'll let you hook it up and program it. So we'll have to play with that later. That could be a good survival tool.
Yeah, I mean, it was really exciting when we got it and we had a lot of fun with it, but I realized in the year since I had Google Maps on my phone, I really never ever pulled that out.
And your phone really does have better GPS than that at this point now.
Yeah.
The one advantage is if you're, out camping or backpacking, an independent GPS device will still work even when your phone's dead.
Right.
So, All right, well, we got one more.
Okay.
Oh, My Vacation Pants says you gotta love a polite thief. Yes, I do. Let's see. It's an old MacBook from 2006. It's crazy. 2006, I guess, is old now, huh?
Yeah, it is.
That's newer than our quiz book.
Yes, it is.
All right.
Which is coming up.
Our final device is, let's see. Yeah, that camera's not going to pick it up very well. This is an FM transmitter. So I'm going to pull this up close. It's a Tune FM audio FM transmitter. Look on the side here. Got a switch to go from 87.7 to 106.7. And you got some dip switches on the side to select your exact frequency. So I understand that this is actually broken. Is that correct?
Maybe. I don't know. It's just definitely something we didn't have a use for. Because if I'm not mistaken, this is the thing that we would have used like on a car that didn't have a CD player, and you went out of like a Discman, and then you could tune your radio in to listen to the CD. Is that right?
That's correct.
So we haven't had a need for that in a while. Although now that they don't have CD players in cars, maybe it's useful again.
Well, I can take a look at it. It does have the cables going bad a little bit here. I think this would be a fun one to pop open and see what's inside.
Yeah, do it.
Electronics. While we're doing that, you can give me a quiz.
All right, perfect. So just remind everyone, I have this quiz book here, the Great Book of World Facts, Lists, and Quizzes. It's from 2002, so, answers are from there. And the way that we do this on our show, excuse me, I read the questions, 15 questions. David's going to answer them here. And it's whatever is in the book is the answer. It's, if there's a discrepancy, whatever the book has written goes. That's the rule. Even if you can prove it wrong, doesn't matter, because you have to know what it says in this book. That's the rule.
Okay.
All right, so the one I have here, this is glasses off, so I can actually read the thing. The one that I picked out for you is, how much do you know about terms? Oh, yes.
Oh, before we start, we have a comment from Amber Vecchio. She says she used to love her Walkman.
Oh, yeah. I still have the Discman and Walkman laying around, but
do you have the one with the anti-skip technology still?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That was the best. It would load up a little bit of video or audio into memory, so if you skipped it, it would keep playing.
That was a game changer, because those first ones, it didn't work so well. I remember I would test it. Like, I brought my Discman when I was jogging, and it would still keep up with it, because as long as I wasn't too crazy, it could read ahead.
Well, you made one major mistake there.
What's that?
You're out there jogging.
This has been a while.
That's not true. You should get out there and jog. Make sure you're in good health, just in case.
I used to listen to the Upside Down Room first EP, because it's almost exactly 30 minutes. So I would just listen to that, and I'd know I had a 30-minute run there. FYI.
Okay.
All right, so here's your quiz. How much do you know about terms used in physics?
Ooh, I did take AP Physics at one point.
There are some things in here, the reason I picked this one, that are pertinent to do and some of your other business that you deal with. Not everything, but some of it. Here we go.
Okay.
Number 1, how is the science of the production, transmission, and effect of sound waves known?
Science of
the production transmission, and effect of sound waves known.
I'm going to take acoustics for 100.
Acoustics is correct. That's your first point.
Yeah. All right, I'm ahead of Janelle.
1 point. You can play along in the questions or in the comments, but I might not catch them all. But feel free to chime in.
Yes, there's a little bit of delay, but we'll still give you credit.
Yes.
Get your answers in there.
Number 2, how is a force that opposes a change in motion or shape better known? A force that opposes a change in motion or shape.
Oh, okay. This would be resistance.
That is correct.
Yeah.
See, I knew this might be a good one for you. All right, number 3. What is a quantity or measurement that never changes in magnitude?
Oh, that's a constant.
That is a constant. My goodness.
Great quiz.
You're 3 for 3. All right. What term would you use for the resulting vertical force on an object by a static fluid in which the object is floating or submerged? I'll read it again.
Static fluid, object floating or submerged, that would be buoyancy.
Oh, buoyancy. You don't even need me to read it again, even with my... Oh, man, you are good. That's 4 for 4. I got a comment over there. Amber says, woo, and My Vacation Pants says, do is a genius. This is the best score on like any of these quizzes anyone has done yet. This is impressive.
I'm going to have to give Mr. Bradley, my high school physics teacher, some credit there.
That's good. He taught you well.
Taught me well.
All right, number 5. What would you call the reflection of sound from a surface?
Reflection of sound from a surface.
That's how it's written. What would you call the reflection of sound from a surface?
Okay, let's see. I mean, there's a lot of terms you could use.
There are.
Normally, I'd call it a reflection in my professional life.
Uh-huh.
Perhaps, I mean, an echo. I'm going to go with... Oh, man. Are they looking for diffusion?
Well, I cannot accept all 3 of those. What's your answer?
Okay, I'm going to go echo.
Echo is the correct answer!
Okay.
I know what you're saying, though. It's not a very specific thing here, but that is what it has in the book.
Well, I mean, that is correct. It's just all the rest have been pretty scientific terms.
Well, let's see. My Vacation Pants says, love the shout-outs to teachers. And Amber Vecchio says, I don't even understand the questions, in a funny face. Then My Vacation Pants says that Audrey says echo. So Audrey gets that one. Good job.
Okay.
And Amber Vecchio said, yes, so sweet. That was a close one, because I know there's other like valid answers, but it's whatever's in the book. Number 6.
Quick over here.
Oh, yes. What you got?
Got a lot of corrosion here in this connector. So
Oh, yeah.
I'm quite able to get this popped out. I'm going to try using some electronics cleaner here.
Okay.
Keep going with questions.
All right. Number 6. What would you call the density of a material divided by the density of water? The density of material divided by the density of water. This one actually has 2 possible correct answers.
Density of the material. Well, we already had buoyancy, and buoyancy would be only specific to water, or wouldn't be specific to water.
Yes. Density of
the relative density.
Oh my goodness. Relative density is the correct answer. It also said specific gravity it would also accept.
Oh, that is the correct. So here I'm using Puretronics, contact cleaner, and lubricant here.
Ooh. All right.
Stuff is great. I picked it up from a shop in Burbank about when that book was published.
It's still going, huh? Let's see. Oh, we got a...
I will take the point, but the other answer was definitely the more correct answer.
Well, both of them are listed here in the book. And actually, relative density is listed as the main answer, and then parentheses also known as specific gravity. So you got what the book said. That's the most important part here. All right. Number 7. What is the distance traveled divided by the time it takes to travel that distance?
Distance traveled divided by the time. Okay. So that would be the speed, because velocity would also have a vector attached to it.
Speed is correct. This is incredible. We got a couple more comments here. You're being cheered on a bunch. Audrey guessed floating on the other one, which is a good guess, but not quite. Amber says, wow, go do, and thanks for sharing what electronics cleaner you used. Yes, you're doing a good job of cleaning that thing there. It's very, very interesting. I'm torn between the...
trying to get it out without breaking it.
All right, you ready for next question as you do that?
Next question.
How would you describe matter which does not allow light to pass through?
Okay, let's see. Audrey and Luke say speed. Oh, that's the last one.
That was the last one. Oh, good. That's good.
You guys got that right.
Speed is correct.
Matter that does not allow light to pass through is also known as opaque.
Opaque is correct. Some of these, I feel like that one in particular, is written to be like, I mean, I guess that is technically physics, but, it's also a very common word.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
I mean, opacity. Yeah, that's not... Okay, what's next?
All right. Audrey said opaque as well, and Amber said smart kids. Yes.
Smart kids.
All right, next. You're 8 for 8. Perfect score so far. What is the term for the tendency for matter to cling to other types of matter due to intermolecular forces?
Ooh.
The tendency for matter to cling to other types of matter due to intermolecular forces.
Intermolecular forces. Zoom out from this for a minute.
I'm
going to go with adhesion.
Oh my goodness, that's exactly correct.
All right.
This is incredible. 9 for 9. Adhesion is correct.
Audrey is correct. Physics does not change, so 2002 physics is fine.
That's right. That is right.
Actually, I'm going to have to admit something here.
What's that?
I took the AP physics exam in 2001.
So this is like right up your alley there.
But even if it has changed, this is still the exact knowledge.
This is the one you learned. That's right.
Oh, boy.
All right. Next one. This was a good one here. What is the term describing the transfer of heat by molecular motion from a region of high temperature to a region of lower temperature, tending towards equalization of temperatures?
What was the term for that?
Yeah, what's the term for the transfer of heat by molecular motion from a region of high temperature to lower temperature, tending towards equalization of temperatures?
Okay, I know it does that.
Ooh.
Thermal exchange? Oh, wait, heat conductivity.
Is that your final answer?
That's going to be final answer.
Final answer. All right, we're going to give it to you because it says conduction.
Conduction. Okay, heat conduction.
That's it. We got it.
Okay.
10 for 10. Let's see. Luke guessed conduction in there right before you said it. So good job there. Luke got that. He also guessed static for the adhesion one, which that's a reasonable guess there as well.
It is. Static is
it's like ions rubbing off, right?
Right, that'd be ionic force. Adhesion is that. Yeah, it's pretty much the same. I've been looking at this thing for a minute. I don't think I know how we can get this out.
Aha.
Okay.
You ready for next? Oh, you're going to show us how you're going to get out.
Ready for next.
Okay, ready for next.
Right here. I'll show you what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I'll get next. So I've got right here, there's where the two battery terminals are attached.
Okay.
So I'm just going to desolder those.
Nice.
All right. Hit me with next.
Next. Number 11. What is the term given to four-dimensional space that specifies the location and time coordinates of a specific event. It's a term given to four-dimensional space that specifies the location and time coordinates of a specific event.
Four-dimensional space.
Specifies location and time coordinates. This might be tricky here.
I don't know. I'm getting a whole lot of four-dimensional space.
Well, I mean, I'll read it one more time. Specifically focus on the last part. It specifies the location and time coordinates of a specific event.
Okay. I don't know the answer, but I'm going to guess and call it a temporal vector.
I mean, that sounds like it's definitely true.
Or temporal coordinate.
I'll tell you what it says in here. It calls it space-time.
Space-time.
Yes.
I guess, I mean, that is a term.
It is a term. I've heard the term. I don't know, how common it's used in physics, but I guess it's in the book, and that's the thing. We do go by the book, so we'll have to mark you off for that, although...
that's okay.
I feel like your answer would probably be accepted by a panel of judges, but in this case, the panel of judges is the answers at the bottom of the page, so...
I do have my copy of Stephen Hawking's book, but I have not read it yet, because...
It's one of the most important parts of getting the information out of that book.
It's to read it.
Yes.
I bet you it would have said space-time.
Probably, yeah. You would have had that one if you just read that. All right, number 12. What is the resistance to motion between two surfaces moving over each other, which is usually measured in terms of force and velocity?
Okay, sorry. I just looked over at the comments.
Yeah, we got some good ones there.
Gigawatts and flux capacitor. I think those are about as correct as space-time.
Yes, those are pretty good there.
Okay, back to our current question.
All right.
I also wanted to see if they had a chance to get their answer in there.
Oh, for that, that's
because
good.
The correct answer for that is friction.
And let's see. Oh, Amber Vecchio says, "Do your answer sounded better?" I agree. I mean, I would have bought that as the real thing, but that's not what's in the book. Okay, you said the correct answer is fiction, and fiction. It's friction.
You like friction? You like fiction?
I like fiction books.
I've never met anyone else that likes fiction.
All right, so that's correct.
You.
Number 12 is friction. Number 13. What is the term for anything small and discrete, such as a proton, a neutron, an atom, or a molecule? What is the term?
Small and discrete. Let's see. Audrey says friction.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
yes.
Good job, Audrey.
Friction is correct.
Particle.
Particle is correct.
All right.
I think by discrete, they mean like a distinct entity, not just small random stuff.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that's how that's being used. Although it could also just mean, any small object that's good at keeping secrets. I don't know if you've ever tried telling something to a water molecule, but you better watch what you share with those guys.
Got to be discreet.
Yeah, exactly. Number 14. What do you call a description of certain behavior in nature? For example, the fact that an object does not change its position until acted upon by an outside force. So what do you call that a description of a certain behavior in nature? So an example of one of those is an object does not change its position until acted upon by an outside force.
That's a good question. That one in particular, I'm gonna have to go with law.
Yes, this is good.
First law?
They called it a physical law, but yes, it's a law.
Yes,
it's on there. Yes.
I was gonna go with a theory, but that one was the law. So
yes, that's the law.
Good.
Exactly. Theory has more parts.
I'm going to look for a battery while you're asking me this next question.
All right. This is the final question of the quiz.
Okay.
Well, let's see. I think I just saw a comment pop up there. And I did. Audrey said a law as well. Luke guessed microscopic for the small things, which that is also accurate, but not specifically what they were looking for. Excellent guesses there. Final question. What is the term for tension forces exerted on a body that tend to produce a deformation of that body? A tension force exerted on a body that tends to produce a deformation of that body.
Drop my earbuds there. Hold on one second.
Oh.
I'm back. Okay. Deformation of the body.
Yes, a tension force exerted on a body that tends to produce a deformation of that body.
I'm going to go with a pressure.
It's good. That's a good guess. It is not what's in here. I feel like it's obviously a trickly. That's actually what Audrey guessed too, is pressure in the comments here. Yeah. The correct answer, according to the book, is stress.
A stress. Oh, okay. I can see that.
Yeah.
I'll accept that answer.
All right. But that means we've come to the end of the quiz, and you scored 13 out of 15, which is... Right,
that's awesome.
That's the record for the highest score, and I'll show you. I write right in the book there, so we have it recorded for posterity.
13 out of 15.
Right there.
I'll take that.
That is good. Most so far that we've taken have been like 1 or 2, maybe 3. So, pretty good. Pretty good.
That is awesome.
Yes. That's the quiz.
All right. Well, real quick, let me give you a tour around your transmitter.
Let's check it
out. See if we can turn it on. And then we can call it a night.
My vacation pants says, wow, it's a record.
It's a record. I did bring my crescent wrench just in case there was something for me to hit. But there was nothing in the box that needed hitting, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll do better next time.
That's important. Mom always wants me to be able to hit things. So, all right, well, let's take a look here really quickly. So, we're all looking at the bottom side of this. Down here in the corner, that's a quartz crystal.
Ooh, okay.
And if we look at it, let's see if I can focus on it.
Well, that's funny. You're like, we're seeing through it, through the metal plate part.
There you go. So it says SY 7.6. That's a 7.6 probably megahertz crystal. We got a couple of capacitors here. Here's our power switch. A couple more capacitors. Oh, sorry, that's not our power. That's our frequency switch.
Okay.
This is our power switch on its own little separate circuit board. It pushes up through the middle here. Over here are dip switches. That's dual inline position switches.
Yeah.
Lets you choose what frequency you're going to be on. On the back side, got some more big capacitors. This guy here is actually a wire wrap inductor. These guys here are tuning inductors. You can see once they got them tuned, they glued them in place.
Is that orange? Is that rust there?
That's glue.
Oh, that's the glue. Okay.
So these wires, they actually go in there and take like a little plastic tool, kind of like this spudger. They separate them out until it's in tune, and they glue them into place so that they stay exactly at the right spot. And then this right here is your chips. It's doing all of your actual FM transmission, taking your signal, processing it. So it's a fairly simple little board. I mean, there's, lots of little components in here.
Right.
But it's a fairly simple little board for what it does. What we do have now is the battery, positive and negative, were hooked up right here. I've got one of my little vape batteries that I pulled out of a vape in a previous video.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll try to solder this in there really quickly and see if we can power it on. This battery is a 3.7 volt battery. And 2 AA batteries is 3 volts. So that should be close enough.
Ooh, that's cool. Okay, while you're doing that, we got a couple of comments here I'm going to read.
Okay.
Amber says, yeah, do. And then My Vacation Pants said, I listened to a lot of good songs on my iPod Shuffle through that transmitter. And then Amber says, maybe there will be something for you to hit next time. Yes.
I have had a lot of very difficult projects recently where I have not been successful. I've definitely felt like hitting them.
Well, this seems like something that's doable.
All of my projects are doable.
Oh.
See, I got to get up here so you can see. Tin these wires. Don't breathe the smoke, kids. Always work in a well-ventilated area.
Yeah, don't pass out.
If I do, you can wrap up the show for me.
Okay.
Okay. And then positive goes here.
You sure about that?
I'm positive. I'm space-time. Okay, so that is in place.
Okay.
Let's see. All right.
Oh, you got power.
So that blue LED there. We have power. Now, unfortunately, I did not come prepared with a radio or a Walkman to plug into this guy. But we do have it powered up, so at least the power is working.
That's
and
awesome.
For some reason, this cable is bad.
That's easy enough to switch out, huh?
Another cable with these headphones.
Oh,
glass strip.
That's right.
So we will we'll get that working, and I'll feature it in a future video.
Sweet. That's awesome.
Nice. Very cool.
Well, I think this is a pretty successful Mandarian Orange Show crossover here.
Oh, there you go. Did you already get 256K, baby? You can fit like 20 whole songs on the shuffle?
I did not see that yet. That's great. And Amber said that we're so punny. So, yes,
we are.
Yeah. Takes a lot of practice.
There's one of those iPod shuffles hanging around here somewhere as well.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure ours is still somewhere.
It's not even a do thing. It's just in my personal collection.
Yeah.
Which obviously is extensive.
Yes, obviously.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah, and thank you for joining me.
Let's see. Well, I'm Dave for Dystopian Electronics.
And I'm Phil from Mandarian Orange Show. Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead.
We didn't rehearse the ending here.
We didn't rehearse anything. We're just going for it.
This is great. All right. You say yours, I'll say mine, and then you say yours. And then I'll say mine.
Okay. So I'm Dave for Dystopian Electronics.
And I'm Phil from Mandarian Orange Show.
You get out there and do something.
And we talk so you don't have to. Good night, everybody.
Have a good one.